Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're in the sunny city of Miami. So if you watch our last video, we did an ultimate status matching guide in Atlantic City. And we took one hotel status card and matched it into close to 5 casino high-level statuses. And with that, we got tons of benefit, free stay, free play, and the most important, free cruise. So this time, we're in Miami and we're gonna stretch our one casino card that we got a little further and see what we can get down here in the 8 casinos that we found. So based on my research, the best part is that these casinos are not linked, and from what I've heard, each casinos can give up to $200 to $300 worth of free play. And with the 8 casinos, it could possibly end up adding to $1,600 worth of free play. And with 2 people, that's $3,200. I mean, even though it's just free play, but you're still playing on the house money, and you could come out with close to 2K, 3K, or even more money. So let's take our Caesars Diamond card and head to our very first casino and see what we can get matched out of it. So before we start our video, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification for more future videos like these. So breaking it down on how we do it, there's basically 2 paths. For me, I started off with my Caesars Diamond card and I got matched into the Triple Crown card in the Gulfstream Casino. Alright, so we just came out of the Gulfstream Park Casino and we got successfully matched into the higher status tier, which is Triple Crown. So having this card is really crucial of our status matching tour in South Florida in itself, because this is the key to all the opportunities of all the free plays and free stuff that we can get from the other casinos by matching into the highest tier statuses. Overall, I would say it's really confusing because when we came here, there wasn't much information about the status matching in this casino. And online, it wasn't very clear because they were saying that they were giving free play for new players, but when I went to the desk, I wasn't given any free play. He was telling me that I have to play and earn about 25 base points in order to get those free play. Anyway, we didn't stay really long because there wasn't much incentive for us to play. Number 1, there was no free play. Number 2, my status is ending like at the end of the year. So even though if I were to earn status with them, I won't be able to keep it unless I gamble like a lot of money. And besides that, the casino is pretty small. So when we went up there, only the 2nd level casino was open. The 1st level casino was closed because it's only open during the weekends. I would say if you want to gamble, I would probably take that money and go somewhere else fancier or nicer. But the most important thing is getting this card and head to our next stop at our status matching tour. Let's go. However, if you're like Weedy, who doesn't have the Caesars Diamond card, you can start off with one of these 2 cards. An MGM Gold or the Atlantic City Hard Rock Royalty card. And in order to get matched into a Gulfstream card casino, which is the Win card, you will first need to do an extra step, which is getting the Icon card from Hard Rock in Seminole. How'd it go?
That didn't go so well.
What happened?
I didn't get the card that I needed. So right now they were able to get me the star card, which is great. I am status matched, which is awesome, to the icon, which is the level that we wanted to do the status match with all the other properties. But unfortunately there's a system issue and he wasn't even clear on exactly how many hours or how many days it would take for me to actually have the card or have it show up in the system. So we can't use this to status match, unfortunately, because this is the lowest tier here and that's not really helpful. So unfortunately it didn't work out well for me today, but let's just keep going and see what happens. So as you all know, I didn't get my high level status icon card. So I'm gonna just use my ID and go to one of these machines that print out your card and hopefully they can give it to me. Let's try.
You think it's gonna work?
I have no idea, but I mean, I still have my star card, but we'll see if they could potentially print my icon card because that would be so cool.
All right, so we don't need to come back then.
I've got to put my phone up.
All right, moment
It's
of
printing.
truth. Moment of truth. So this is the icon card, and this is the one you got. It's taking a second. It's the gold one.
Oh my god. So I guess this is kind of a hack because I just got my icon status card, and that means I can take this and go status match all over Florida now. So this is definitely a little tip for those who want to get the card right away. So let's go play.
And then taking this card, you can get matched into the win card at the Gulfstream Casino, which is kind of like a gold level status.
All right, everyone. So right now we're just doing another side bonus status match. So if you don't have the Caesar's Diamond to match exactly how B did, you can do what I did, which is start with Hard Rock Atlantic City's Rock Royalty card to get you to the Hard Rock icon card at Seminole, and also that will match here at Gulfstream, which will get you to the win card, and that's the second highest tier, which will allow you to match to the rest of the other casinos here in Miami. So let's go to the next location to match this card.
So with these two cards, which is all you need basically, you can start doing all of your status matching to the other casinos in South Florida and Miami. So now, with these two cards, we're gonna take into our very first stop, which is the Casino Miami. So with Triple Crown card, you can get matched into the Casino Miami's highest tier status, which is Elite, which gives you $200 in free play. If you have the win card like Weedy, it will match you into the VIP status, which will give you $150 free play up front. So I definitely recommend the Casino Miami because they're very generous in giving out the free play up front. All right, so we just got into Casino Miami and we got matched to their status, and for me, I got $200 free play. I just put it into the machine, and we're making about $240 so far, which is pretty good. As for the next casino, which is Calder. Calder Casino will match you into black status with these two cards regardless. So a Triple Crown card or a win card from the Gulfstream Casino will match you into the black status. And getting black status, you will get $300 free play. However, there are a lot of things to note because Calder Casino has a lot of terms and conditions. Number one, you have to be a Floridian resident or at least prove that you have a Floridian address. So your mileage might vary for this casino in itself, even though it's very lucrative with $300 in free play. As for the $300 in free play, there are even more terms and conditions because they break it down into 3 separate visits. So as for me, my first visit, I got $50 and they will give you another $100 at your second visit, and the third visit, another $100. And each visit in itself will give me a free spin. So my first visit, I got 10. Second visit, I got 15. And then my third visit, I have 25. So if you add all of this up, it will total up into $300 in free play in itself, but it's not up front. All right, so we just came out from the Calder Casino and we both had very mixed response because for me, I got successfully matched into the black card, but for Weedy, it was a different situation. So I just gave my ID, which doesn't have my address on it. And all she asked for was, are you living in Florida? I was like, yeah, this is my address, which is my relative address. And then she was just being really nice about it. She's like, oh, you're living at Tampa. Like, I saw dolphins there and all this kind of stuff. And then I had a host came out and greet me and like welcome me to the black level and gave me $50 free play. So the free play is kind of funky because they're supposed to give me $300 free play, but it's split up between 3 visits. But
Better than nothing.
yeah, it's better than nothing. But for Weedy, it was a different situation.
Yeah, I went to the desk. They were like, you need a photo ID / driver's license with a Florida all over it, or mail from like some sort of utility. So I didn't have any of that, and she said, nope.
So I guess for here is like a hit or miss. You might get it without a Florida ID, or you might not. So come here on your own risk if you want the free play.
It's definitely part of the gamble.
It's part of the gamble. So off to the next casino for our next status match.
Let's go.
As for the last casino, previously having the Triple Crown card will give you the highest tier status in Hialeah Park, which is $200 in free play credit. But as of October 2022, this no longer happens. They only give you $20 free play credit up front. However, if you were to earn 100 slot points, they will give you a balance of $180 in free play, adding up to the 200, which means that you still have to spend at least around $500 before you can get the $200 in free play into reality. So as for this status match is no longer really happening or lucrative anymore. Alright, so we just came out of the Hialeah Casino and all I got was just a standard player's card and $20 free play. The status match didn't work, unfortunately, because on the website it did say that you need to earn 100 tier points in order to get the status matching and the $200 free play. So what that means basically is you have to put in $500 of your own money and earn the 100 tier points before you get a reimbursement of the $180 free play credit, because they technically gave you $20 to play with. That's the end of our status matching run, and we're just gonna head home with the pool money we have. So moving on, we have the next two casinos, which is the Misuki Casino and the Dania's Beach Casino. The Misuki Casino was running a promotion in August if you bring in the Triple Crown card from Gulfstream, which will match you into the black status, giving you $200 in free play. If you take the win card and come into the casino, they will match you to the red card, which will give you $100 in free play. But as of October 2022, this promotion is no longer running, so they do not offer that anymore. Instead, they give only $25 in free play for new players. So as for us, we decided not to get their player's card, so that in future, if we come in again with the promotion running, we could possibly match into the black status, giving us $200 in free play, or the red status, giving us $100 in free play instead of the $25. Last but not least is Dania Beach. They weren't running any status matching promotions, but they were running a raffle for any new player, giving out $15 to $500 if you draw a raffle. As for me, I drew $20 and Weedy drew $15. So nothing really much to bring home about, but if you don't mind going in to try your luck and get some couple dollars of free play, that is worth a visit checking out Dania's Beach Casino. As for the rest of it, it's the last three, which is the Hard Rock Seminole, Magic City, and Big Easy Casino. However, the Hard Rock Seminole, which I explained before, is currently offering status matching from a wide variety range of casinos, and not just limited to the casinos in Florida itself. So if you have status with other out-of-state casinos such as MGM or other Hard Rock casinos, or even my choice, you can get a tier match status here. Whereas these two casinos, Magic City and Big Easy, do not offer any free play or status matching at all. So this pretty much sums up our 9 casinos in our status matching run in South Florida in Miami. Alright, that has been fun. Overall, if given a chance, I would do it all over again, because visiting all these small little casinos all around Miami has its own quirks and pretty interesting, because the slot machines here are definitely very different from the ones you find in Las Vegas. And over here, we've seen some machines that we've never seen before, and it's quite fun to play overall. And turning $700 worth of free play into $600 worth of cash in our pocket, it's a really good deal, because we're not even real gamblers, and can you imagine if you're an avid gambler, you could possibly turn that into thousands of dollars. So I would say if you're here in South Florida in Miami and you don't mind renting a car, but have probably like half a day or even a full day to kill and don't mind visiting these small casinos, I would say definitely give it a shot, check them out, and earn those free credits and turn them into some cash in your pocket. Just make sure you check the promotions page because these might change often and they're accurate as of the last quarter of 2022. Just like the example of some I've given to you that they're giving free play in the summer, but in the fall, they're taking it all away. So that brings us to the end of our video. Till next time, this is Bernard.